What's up, Fackers? We are back with our third off-season video, I believe. We are getting prepared for our 2021 fantasy football season. I know it is still only January, and we said this last video. I know I personally can't wait for draft day. I know Matt and Britt agree with me. We are already ready for our next fantasy draft. And so we are going to come to you with our wide receiver tiers for the 2021 fantasy football season. Our tiers are not necessarily defined. We have 4 tiers here. About how many players do we have? About 23, something like that.
About what's 9 plus 10?
21.
21. About 21.
Okay. So we're gonna put these players into 4 tiers. S is the top tier. These are like, I guess you would call it the elite fantasy football receivers, and then we got A, B, and C. They're gonna filter down into those. Do we want to say anything else before we get started, Matt?
Let's just have a clean tier ranking list. All right.
Just have fun.
Yeah. There might be some arguments along the way, but
Probably will be.
we'll come out of it stronger. And if we need
Fuck
to
it,
add
we'll do it live.
if we need to add another list for like trash players or another tier for trash players, I'll do it.
I
But
think we're gonna be trash players on this list. So
I mean, yeah, who are we
Yeah,
gonna trash here?
yeah,
Come on
well.
now.
There's
Are you
someone on
ready
the
for the
very
hot
right.
takes?
I like how Kenny Galladay's picture is the only one like showing his arms.
That's what I was talking about. The viewers can't see it right now because the way I have it cropped, but Kenny Galladay is on the very far right. So, but we'll get to him in a second. You'll see him in a second.
Not in his
Are we ready?
political views.
We're ready. Okay.
All right, first up, we have wide receiver for the Los Angeles Rams, Robert Woods. Guess I'll start it off. I'm gonna
wait.
just throw him in that last. What?
Did you say that I'm gonna break the ties?
Yes, Matt will break the ties.
Yeah, if they've watched the videos, they know how this works.
Okay, maybe they haven't. But yeah, I'll break the ties.
That's gonna break time. Me and Britt will argue as usual. Matt will chime in.
We
All right,
need
I'm
some
just gonna go
persona
ahead.
for you, Matt, when you tie break.
What would you call someone that tie breaks?
I don't know,
What
Keller.
would you call
You're usually
the
good with
ties?
it.
That's usually Britt. So
That was good.
I didn't hear that, but we'll figure out something.
right.
Let's just go with Robert Woods.
Okay,
Robert Woods, I'm putting him in the last tier.
I agree. C tier. He's getting older.
Fantasy, yeah.
Jared Goff's not looking very good. They're looking to trade him. Looks like, but
There might be a new quarterback in LA. Goff and McVay. McVay, I saw today that they said that as of now he's going to go in an open competition with Walford next season.
That's disgusting.
That's
I don't know.
terrible.
Hey, maybe the kid can play. Who knows?
Maybe Stafford goes there.
Maybe Stafford goes there.
In that case, that could be very interesting for Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Who is not on the list, by the way.
Okay, next, DeAndre Hopkins. I'm putting him still in that top tier for fantasy football wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean, he had a better year this year than he did last year.
You knew
with
that was
Deshaun
coming.
Watson. Yeah, I mean, Keller knew. But I mean, Kyler Murray's shown that he can throw him the ball and pepper him with targets. So yeah, he belongs in that S tier.
Although he definitely fell off toward the end of the year.
He did. How many
What he
touchdowns did he
receiving.
finish with?
I don't think it was that many.
I don't think it was either.
He had the what
Say
they end
like
up calling
5?
it, the Hail Mary.
Hail Murray. The
Hail
whole
Murray,
Hail
yeah.
Mary.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns, but 115 catches, 1,400 yards. I mean, that's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, I don't see that falling off either.
No,
Next,
not at all.
Keenan Allen. I think
This is interesting.
I'm gonna have him in that second tier.
Yes, I agree. Like, dude, it's just like I thought he was going to decline this year. They had Tyrod Taylor going into that first game.
Yeah, we thought Tyrod Taylor was gonna be the quarterback. So
yes, and then Herbert comes in just slinging it. Herbert's going to win Rookie of the Year, right?
either him or Jefferson.
No, it's got to be Herbert. But I'm saying, like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I love that offense going forward.
New coach. Maybe the coach changes things up there.
Who'd they hire?
One of the most Daily, right?
Oh, was that the guy from the defensive coordinator from the Rams?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, their defense was fucking bad. How many games did they lose by like 1 field goal?
Well, yeah,
Be
that was all coaching. They have the offense to put up points,
Yeah, I mean
which
they
is
have weapons.
that's. I actually had Keenan Allen in my top 10 when I did the rankings right before we started, and I was surprised. He's only 28 years old. I thought he was older than that for some reason, but
Yeah, he does seem older than that.
what'd you say? A tier?
very under. Yeah,
Yes.
very underrated. Always solid. And with
Where did
Justin
he
Herbert,
finish?
He was
he
close.
missed
I
a
think.
couple
Yeah,
games for COVID. I think.
Wide receiver 14 PPR. Okay. I
he's
mean,
a
still
PPR
pretty high.
monster.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
All right, Adam Thielen. And
first
since
whitey
I
of
don't
the
know,
list.
because whoa, Matt, come on.
I'm white. I can say
Yeah.
that.
You tell me to watch my
Telling
racism.
Brit not to say racist shit, and then
Well, he's the first white guy on the list. I can say
See,
it.
you're
I'm white.
stereotyping me because I have a camo hat on. You think I rushed the Capitol or some shit?
Oh, it's not a camo hat plus a Texas, logo. I don't know there. Yeah, Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen.
He's
not
right
sure
on the
how
edge of
many-
that A tier.
I was thinking B or C actually.
B or C. I just think Jefferson there has kind of like revitalized him. Like Jefferson's drawing looks like, and Dalvin Cook.
So touchdown dependent.
Yeah.
And I'll say
Where did
something.
he
Since I'm gonna
finish
break,
last
since I'm
year?
gonna break the tie,
He was
throwing,
top 10 last year
I'm throwing him in the B tier.
in the B tier.
Yeah, he's gonna be 31 years old. That's right around that age when wide receivers start to break down.
That's
Justin
true.
Jefferson's on the rise. Adam Thielen on the decline.
14
Kirk Cousins not that good.
touchdowns though. Over 100 targets still.
14 touchdowns is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is a
I
good
mean, how
time
many fucking did Devontae Adams have?
to.
Fucking 18.
It's a good time to plug our Twitch because S for Civ and Twitch says instant C tier for a white guy. So if you're watching this now, make sure you
Hey.
follow our Twitch because we do live stream most of
What
the
about
videos.
McCaffrey? Come on.
We'll get to the running backs.
Yeah,
All
which
right.
is very odd.
We need to pick up this.
Yeah,
pace
we have
a
to
little
speed it
bit.
up a little bit. Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. I'm gonna put him. Such a question with quarterback. I'm gonna put him in the B tier.
I agree. Solid guy, just like Thielen, I think. with
Head
like
of
a
Thielen.
low
I
floor.
have him ahead of Thielen.
Yes, ahead of Thielen.
Okay. Yeah, not much to be said there. Good wide receiver.
Oh, no.
Odell.
Jay, I got him solidly in the C tier.
If he's
back
on the
off a
ground
tough-
still, yeah, I agree.
Back off a tough injury with a team that doesn't throw the ball a lot. It's gonna be tough for him to have a big bounce back year. I feel like.
What if he gets
Ahead.
traded somewhere exciting, though?
You can't bank in fantasy. You can't bank on trades, though.
That's true. No, I'm just saying, like, he was obviously unhappy there. I mean, well, he got hurt, but he had that one huge game versus Dallas.
Ahead of Robert Woods?
Put him behind.
Behind. I agree.
No, I put him ahead. He's been top 5 before. Like, and he's still, if he comes back from the ACL injury, I like it. Okay, Devontae, I think we can both agree, number 1 overall.
Yeah.
We need to
Okay.
talk about him.
Mike Evans. Okay, speaking of touchdown dependent, I feel like Evans was pretty.
He is. He's touchdown dependent also, but I feel like he's a little bit more versatile.
He had
And Adam Thielen.
13. That's true.
Well, let's just
I'm
do
gonna
this real quick. I'm gonna
down.
put Godwin right behind him, and then y'all discuss them too, because I think Chris Godwin is a possible free agent this year.
Yeah, I think
So-
you're right.
assuming he stays on the Bucks, I have Godwin toward the back end of the A tier and Mike Evans in the B tier. I have Godwin ahead of Evans for next year.
Yeah, I put Godwin ahead of Keenan Allen too.
You would? Damn.
Yeah. I mean, dude, Godwin finished like he's done it with 2 quarterbacks now, like be pretty fucking productive.
Yeah.
If he can stay healthy, he's going to be the top target.
Yes,
Okay.
easily.
And Mike Evans, y'all said
I'm going to say toward the top of the B tier.
See, I'd probably have him in A.
Maybe Allen Robinson ahead of him.
Dude, he's still young though, and like I don't know. I feel like if him and Brady's chemistry gets better, Matt, you could tie break it. I'd put him in the A tier.
this is exactly where I was gonna put him right here.
Go for it.
I did. All right. Amari Cooper. Possibly Dak comes back from his
This
injury.
is
One more year, franchise tag.
Yeah.
interesting because if Dak is there, then I mean he's a monster with Dak Prescott. He's
He
having
is.
another great year to start off this year. He had 2 great years in Dallas before this when he first got there. Even at the end when it was Andy Dalton, he was still being productive as like a flex type guy. I played him a couple times and he would get, double digit points. So if we're assuming that Dak is back, I think you got to put him or the top of the B tier is where I would have him right now, just with the whole question mark.
See,
What's going to happen there?
I put him at the end of the A, and I'll tell you why. I think Gallup an unrestricted free agent? I'm pretty sure.
I think. I
I
can.
think he is, and it's going to be him and CD Lamb. And I think Cooper has that like top 10 potential with CD there. I think they both have top 10 potential.
Gallup has one more year.
Oh, he has one more year there.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I thought he was done. Yeah, I agree. Then maybe top of the B tier, not quite in that A. Because they had that little trio. You didn't know who was going off at the beginning of the year. It was Cooper, Gallup, and then CD came out of nowhere.
Yeah. And
And
fucking.
when Dak's going for 400 yards every game, then
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Keller, your boy, Mr.
We got
Boomer
back to
Bust himself.
back you boys for both of y'all. Lockett then
Tyler
Diggs.
Lockett obviously had 2 of the highest receiver games of the year with he had a 40-point game and almost a 50-point game. And he
Yeah.
also put about 10 games of less than 8. So it's like Britt said, he is the ultimate boomer bust. If I see the offense from the Seahawks that I saw in the beginning of the season, then I'm pretty confident. But they were so trash toward the end of the year. He had
Hmm.
one either his I think week 17, he had 2 touchdowns finally again. But and that offense just disappeared so much. So it's kind of hard what to expect. I mean, spoiler alert, we're gonna get to him in a second, but DK is clearly the better fantasy option at this point.
Hmm.
I think I'm putting Lockett. I think he's still in the B tier for me. Maybe closer toward the bottom of the B tier. Just because of his bust potential every week.
Yeah, I agree.
Behind Thielen.
I might put him in front of Thielen. Oh no, I like Thielen. No, I'll leave him there.
You can put him in the back, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that. All right, Britt, your boy now.
Yeah, I mean,
Stephon Diggs.
I think Diggs proved that he's in the S tier this year just because, like, he's the only guy in Buffalo now, and he produced. Like, with the Vikings, he always had Thielen there, kind of in the shadows. Like, he would go off, but he would have those dud games. I think he proved he's the S tier, especially with Josh Allen. Like, I think he's only going to get better.
I agree. He's in the top tier. He's
He's
the
last, though.
rapport that he has with Josh Allen is pretty deadly. I mean, he was a beast this year, so look for that to continue.
Yeah.
Shout out Turpin.
You said he was the only guy in Buffalo. And I mean, I agree he's S tier, but hey, Cole Beasley and John Brown had decent years.
No. But I'm saying he's never like when he had to compete with Thielen, it was like a legit number one.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
John Brown and Cole Beasley are number 2 and 3s, like
Yeah,
easily.
he's the undisputed top option.
And they don't have a tight end, and they really have no run game. I mean, if they don't get that run game going, there were plenty of like third down and ones and shit like that, or close yardage. They would just throw it to Diggs for like a short little catch. And I mean, I don't even know how many catches he
Hey,
had. It was a
that's what the
crazy
Chiefs
amount.
do, man. Chiefs do
Dude,
it. Packers do it. Will the Texans do it with Will Fuller? With
how many
possibly
targets?
no Deshaun?
How many targets did Diggs have?
130.
Keller.
No, he had more than that. He caught like almost 150, so I'm gonna say like
No, he didn't catch 150.
okay, what'd he catch?
One. Okay, just guess.
How many targets?
See what Keller does, Matt? You fucking try to milk me
Gotta-
for more info.
Are you asking how many targets he had?
Yes, Keller.
Okay, 177.
Wait, let me guess. 166
Yeah, it's 166.
with 127 catches.
He
Yeah.
said 130, man.
Thank you, Twitch.
Damn, Matt. Two good guesses.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy amount of targets, so.
All right. Will Fuller, possibly no Deshaun this year. We're still waiting to see if he gets traded.
Yeah, who's the quarterback? That's the biggest thing.
Well, not even no Deshaun, but Will Fuller's not even a Texan right now.
That's true.
He's a
That's
free
true.
agent.
He's a free agent. So this is
I don't know where
basically
he's
just
gonna be.
Let's just put him at the end of the C as like a kind of a question mark.
no. I want y'all to pick
Put him-
something.
I'm gonna put
Where's
him
he
in
at? Is
B.
let's just assume he's with the Texans and he has Deshaun Watson.
If he's with the Texans and Deshaun is 100% bought in, then I
I'll
think
put
he
him
could
at the
push
end of the
for.
B.
I think he could push for A.
I think Brandon Cooks kind of came on strong, like towards the end. I think there's a little
Yeah,
competition.
towards the end when
there.
Will Fuller
When
wasn't
Will
playing.
Fuller wasn't there.
Okay, that's true, but I'm just saying, like, okay, I put Fuller in between Cooper and Robinson, like pretty close, but not quite there yet.
We can put him in B, but I'm saying he just has the potential, I think, to be A.
Okay, Matt, break the tie then.
I'm agreeing. Put him in B.
Okay.
We're at in B.
I put him between Mike Evans and Thielen.
Okay. Matt, just put him in between Robinson and Evans. Okay. Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, great year this year. You know, people drafted
Yeah,
him
boy.
first round. Definitely paid
Okay.
off.
This is a question we have to answer though. Who's the quarterback for the Saints? I guess we'll just assume it's Jameis, right?
Let's say it's Jameis.
Okay. I still think he's S tier.
No, he's not. Not the S tier without Drew Brees.
I still think he is. Dude, he did it with Taysom Hill a few games this year.
Well, he didn't do it with Taysom Hill. He
No,
caught
no.
some passes.
Hold on, hold
He
on.
wasn't
Let me look
elite
that up.
with Taysom Hill.
Let me look
Please,
it up.
I don't want you to look at the stats, Britt.
Oh, damn
You're gonna.
it.
No, I mean you can, but you're just gonna disappoint yourself.
He didn't do it, Britt.
With Taysom, who did they play? They played Atlanta. He had 9 for 104. Then he played Denver 4 for 50, and then Atlanta again 9 for 105, and then Philly he had 8 for 84. Like that's not terrible.
Right. I know it's not terrible, but you just said he was top tier. He ain't.
You think he fell off that much without Drew Brees? Okay,
Yes.
well, let's do a scenario where they. Okay, now let's just stop. Okay, I
What
was
do you
gonna
want to
say
do?
if they had like Stafford or someone like that, someone a little more competent that
they
they
can't.
signed.
They can't afford any of those guys. It's gonna be Jameis or Taysom. I'm assuming.
I mean, Jameis
That's
is an
why I have
unrestricted
him.
free agent.
Jameis is gonna be cheap though.
Have him at A. He ain't S. He ain't.
I mean, hold on. Michael Thomas was good with Teddy Bridgewater too, if I remember correctly. Like he can do it without Brees. I believe in him.
But I don't think he's in the same tier as Devontae, Hopkins, Tyreek, and Diggs.
I mean, Jameis has produced top 10 wide receivers. Like he's not that bad.
I'm gonna break the tie for y'all. I just can't. I can't trust him yet to put him in S tier.
He was the most consistent wide receiver for like 2 years.
I know, but that's with Breeze.
Drew
Breeze
Brees
ain't.
throwing the ball
Brees
4
ain't
yards a
gonna be there.
pack.
Brees has fell off. You saw the last
Oh, but-
playoff game. Jameis was 1 for 1, 56 yards and a touchdown.
You could have made that throw.
All right, Tyreek. This should be a quick one.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
right,
right
behind
behind
Devontae.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought
Oh shit, Matt. No, behind
behind
Devontae.
Devontae.
There you go.
Behind Devontae. I was thinking.
Are you like listening to us? Or what?
Yeah, what the fuck's going on? Who's higher?
Had a couple whiskeys,
Okay.
right? Crack
Yeah,
open
boy,
this
give
range
me
one.
G.
Kenny Galladay,
Okay.
Brit's boy.
We're
G.
assuming Stafford's gone, but he's an unrestricted free agent.
The problem is Stafford is gone. For sure, Stafford is gone.
This one's hard to rank.
So you don't know who the quarterback's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be someone not as good as Stafford. So I have him like, with knowing that, I have him toward the bottom of B.
Yeah, I'm fine with that until I know more.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll
until-
go where Stafford goes.
You gotta think though, wasn't he performing pretty well? Was it 2 years ago when Stafford was hurt and they had I don't even know who was
Oh no, yeah, he's a monster.
this a good spot?
Even this year, I think every game he played in, he had like 60 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
I
This a good spot right here?
Ridley. Yeah, it's good. It's
That's
fine.
fine, whatever.
All right. Calvin Ridley.
Yeah,
Julio,
Ridley.
1 year older.
Yeah, I think he proved it this year. He's at the end of that S tier.
Ryan won't concede.
Yeah, he still won't. Dude, he's good, Ryan. I know
I, I'm
I
saying
know we
he's
kind of
top of
banged on
A.
him.
I'm only having like 4 or 5 guys in that top tier. We do this every year. We do these tier videos, and we don't agree on what tiers are. But
Yeah. I
I always want to put like 10 guys in that elite tier, and that's not how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. Ridley just finished so strong. Like,
We don't know if Matt Ryan's going to be there.
I mean, he was the number 5 PPR, number 4 standard wide receiver. Like, we're not doing him a huge. Like, I guess, yeah, I'd put him on A. I don't know. I feel like
I'm
top
ahead
of
of
A.
he's just as good as Diggs or Hopkins. Like, has that ceiling.
Oh, he'll go to the top A then. All right. AJ Brown.
All right, Keller, go.
This is Keller's
Being my
boy.
boy. He came on super strong to finish top 10, so I won my bet versus
Oh,
Matt.
yeah.
Was
Wait,
hurt all year.
I'd say, yeah. News came out after. What do you have? Like, I forgot, what, some knee issues or something?
He already
Yeah,
had
something
surgery.
where he shouldn't have even been playing.
Yeah.
Saying all that, he is a beast. I have him somewhere toward the top of the A tier.
Yeah, I agree.
Just somewhere, just throw him anywhere I want.
I personally have him ahead of Michael Thomas and Calvin Ridley, but
I'll throw him right here.
Yeah, that looks good. I'd agree with that.
All right, DK.
All right.
Kind of similar to
Here,
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think he's better. He has a better
I think
quarterback.
this is the only other guy that I think I could be okay with putting up behind Diggs in that S tier.
Really?
I
Oh, man.
agree. Maybe Jefferson is there for me, but I agree.
Damn.
DK is just
Not expecting that.
he's such a beast. He is
Dude, he's
I
really
get.
he is fast.
yeah.
I mean, I get that because
He's gonna get as many deep targets as anyone because Russell Wilson's just gonna throw the ball up to him.
Yeah.
but we saw so many, like, I feel like we saw a lot of games where he just didn't do anything.
That's true.
He got shut down by Patrick Peterson.
It was towards the end of the year.
Part of that, yeah, became their whole offense disappeared, and I really don't know what happened.
And that happens
fired
every
Josh
year with Seattle, though.
Not like this year.
Wilson's-
This year was different.
Yes, Wilson usually comes on strong late.
No, it's either he starts off weak, comes on strong, or starts off strong, comes off weak. Like, it's.
Well, he's due for it then, right?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. He just scares me a little bit. I mean, he's definitely a great wide receiver. I think he's an S tier wide receiver, but for fantasy, I don't know. But y'all put him at S, so.
Okay, well, can I say this at least to justify that a little
No.
bit?
Yeah, okay.
Next year's ADP, he's going 4 overall.
Have
For
fun.
wide receiver or 4 overall?
Wide
4
receiver.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 overall. No,
All right.
I wouldn't take a wide receiver for it overall.
Yeah.
saying what you said.
I don't even think I'd take a wide receiver in the first round. Still,
We can get to
I mean,
that later in the year.
That's another time.
Yeah, that's another video. All right, Terry McLaurin.
Hey, Scary Terry.
He's a
He's
beast.
solid. You
I
know?
want to see him with a good quarterback.
I think he put him in the B tier, Britt.
Towards the top, yeah. Or man, those are some good guys there. Well, I'd put him in between Evans and Galladay.
Fine with that.
Because dude, he was so solid there for a long time.
And I mean we don't know who their quarterback's going to be.
That's very true. Old boy was fucking slinging it in the playoff game. What was his name?
But we've seen that movie before.
That's true.
Usually doesn't work out when they get rewarded for that.
All right, your boy again.
Dante.
How many boys do y'all have?
It was just who was like on our team kind of at one point.
You owned
I
him
had
at
to
any
cut
point.
everybody.
If you owned him at
I
all,
have to
it's
say
your
at
boy.
one point because he had all of them.
That's true.
Okay, Deontay, I'm gonna put right after in between Thielen and Lockett.
I'm fine with that starting off, but
Yes, I am
think
too.
he has
And I put
chance.
Claypool right there too. So just drag him right there.
No, Claypool's C for me.
C, okay. At the beginning of C, just because of his upside?
Yeah, he's at the
But dude,
beginning.
he's huge. Yeah, I agree with
Oh,
that.
out. I don't know if you saw the reports yesterday. Big Ben wants to come back. Steelers are kind of iffy about it, mainly because Big Ben is going to be making $41 million next year against the cap.
God damn.
So, but basically, Big Ben came out yesterday and said, "I don't care what I make." Like, obviously, he wants to restructure. He wants to play one more year. I think the Steelers are fine with him retiring. So we'll see what happens. He's probably going to be back though, and we know Big Ben just likes to throw those little short passes. Deontay Johnson was just a target machine, man. Gets
Yeah.
a ton of targets a game.
He just
Did
got
he
to
have some
catch the
drop?
ball.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he struggled with drops, but he still Big Ben kept going to him, so he trusts him. And Claypool, he's a big play guy. You saw him with those like end arounds and little screen passes that he took the distance. So they're both gonna have solid years. I just like Deontay a little bit better.
You know what? Now this could be a separate video as well, but you know what the Steelers should do? Le'Veon Bell's a free agent. Antonio Brown's a free agent. Bring them both back. Do that offense.
Dude, they don't have it anymore.
Antonio Brown is, he could do something. Now
He
Le'Veon might be
looks
done.
slow though. He looks like he lost a step.
He probably
little
did.
older.
And it's the same thing with Le'Veon. They're just I don't know. They're older.
These are interesting last two guys.
All right, Justin Jefferson, rookie. Just, I mean,
Scorching
Got
hot.
him. I got him in solid A.
Yeah, I agree.
When's the last time we've seen this? Like a rookie has this type of year and just immediately goes this high in the draft as a wide receiver.
Jay Brown.
Huh?
Yeah,
Jay
AJ Brown. He went beginning of the third.
Justin Jefferson's going to go before that, I think.
He will.
Jefferson probably go in the second, late first, maybe.
Wait, no. AJ Brown went in the 4th round in our
The first
draft,
pick of
right?
the 4th round. Or no, the last pick of the 4th round. Shit.
Yeah.
Like, he could.
Jefferson will go higher than that.
Where'd y'all have
Yeah.
him?
I have him A. I'm gonna actually put him in front of Michael Thomas, behind AJ Brown. I don't know how Britt feels.
I'd probably put him at the top. I don't know. Or
Ahead
right
of
behind
Ridley?
Ridley and Brown. Dude, he was just so solid. Like,
I
I
like
don't
him a
know.
lot. Yeah. Somewhere in that little range, Matt. You decide.
I think I had him behind AJ Brown.
Okay.
And finally,
This is the
Julio
perfect one.
Jones. Yeah.
No.
Once was S tier. Once was considered the
Once.
best wide receiver in the league. Maybe
What do you
still
mean once?
considered
Like
the best.
last year.
Yeah, still could be considered the best wide receiver in the league if he stays healthy. But can he stay healthy? 1 year older.
First? You want me to go first, Britt?
You can go.
Okay. Julio, we know he dealt with injuries. He's not top tier for me anymore. I know if we consider wide receiver skills, which this is not what this is, but if we just consider pure wide receiver, then yeah, he's still up there. I think fantasy wise, we saw, Matt Ryan, as you mentioned earlier, is kind of losing his step a little bit. Calvin Ridley's emerging there is another top target. He deals with the injuries and he's getting to that magic age. I think he's going to be 32 this year, which Matt has shown the research in the past that 32 is that we saw what happened to AJ Green this year. He's basically gone now. AJ Green has died for all intents and fantasy purposes. Now, I don't think that's going to happen as quickly with Julio Jones, but it's coming. And so that's why he's not the elite for me. I think he's still solidly in the mix for back end of that A tier for me. I have him pretty low compared to other people, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that, but I don't know. I'm still a believer in Julio, but yeah, like the age is I mean, that's 32. He still had 50 catches, 770 yards.
let's put it this
I
way.
agree.
Let's say you have a early third round, or let's say you're in the second, third round, and all those guys in tier A are available. Are you taking Julio over any of them?
Yeah, probably not. His finishes are just so solid, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it scares me. Like, I think I'm taking everyone, but possibly Godwin. I might have Godwin behind him. But
I'd take
like
Godwin over him.
upside
I don't think I
there.
would take Keenan Allen over him.
well, Keenan Allen, he's up here for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, he's still I mean, he's still an A tier. It scares me. He's gonna be 32 in about 9 days.
Yeah.
So he's really gonna be like almost 33 coming to when the season starts.
That's
We
true.
know that's that magic drop off number for wide receivers.
Yeah, I think we said that last year too. And I mean, when he stayed on the field, he performed well. But now you're
Yeah,
kind of
he
seeing
was
the
good.
body breaking down. So I don't know.
What
It'd be
if Matt
tough.
Stafford goes to the Falcons?
Matt for Matt.
Yeah.
I don't think Matt Stafford's going to the Falcons. Matt Stafford's going to go try to get a ring somewhere. Actually, I mean, it's not really up to him because they're trading him. But yeah, I don't see him going there.
I think it'll be the Rams or the Niners.
All right, and that's going to do it for our tier list. But I think Britt wanted to ask a question before we started, and what receiver that's not on this list do you see that could finish as the top overall wide receiver in 2021?
Number one.
Number one.
So
And
this
I'll
is
just
hard
start off.
because we've named. Is that?
Oh, I was just going to start off with
Irrelevant.
my guy who I've already proclaimed. Your boy CD Lamb, number one
Oh,
overall.
that's right. You did text us that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could happen. I could see it.
That's just a guy. I don't know. I think he's super talented. Dak, like their defense is bad. They have a good offense, so they can move the ball. They have a solid running back too. Like I feel like he could take off.
Okay, hear me out on this because
Okay. Hearing.
there's already 25 guys gone, so I'm slim pickings. But if I'm going to pick a guy that has the potential to rise all the way up and finish number one, top three, top five type, it's Antonio Brown.
Oh God, no!
Oh, I don't
He's
know.
going to re-sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We know that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin have injury history. He has a good connection with Tom Brady. I think if we're talking about a guy that could have monster potential, it is Antonio Brown, who has been the number one receiver before. I know that was a while ago, but it could happen.
I think you're gonna have to get lucky there with maybe Godwin not resigning, or like you said, one of them getting hurt.
Okay, well, let me name some of the guys real quick who are like really high ADP who do you think would have the top potential here? Juju, Cooper Cup, or Tyler Boyd or DJ Shark?
DJ Shark with Justin Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Actually, if I had to pick one, that'd probably be him.
Tyler
Because
Boyd with Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
the only thing that worries me with
Or
them
or
is
T
like
Higgins is right there too. I'm sorry. I
with
didn't
Tyler Boyd and CeeDee Lamb, it's like they're slot guys, and usually slot guys don't, have those crazy 200-yard games, 4 touchdowns.
Dude, CD can fucking take it to the house.
Yeah, it's just they're running in the middle of the field though. It's like they're not running those go
Yeah,
routes where you
that's
just
true.
launch it to them. So it's a little tougher for them, but I think DJ Chark's a good pick too.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
All right, send us off.
All right, so that was our tiers for our 2021 fantasy wide receivers, our super early tiers. It is still January as we are recording this. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I believe. Subscribe, follow on Twitch,
LinkedIn,
LinkedIn, Robinhood,
Robinhood, yes. Buy Dogecoin.
Coinbase, all the good ones. Parlor, don't forget Parlor.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that about covers it. On that note, be out.
Out.
We out.